All right. Hello and welcome back to another session of Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through the class today. We're going to be utilizing a long band if you have it in the first circuit. And in the second circuit, we are going to be doing some work down on the floor, or if you have like a bed that you can lie down on, we're going to be doing some bridge action for the glutes and some stretching for the low back. So just so you know what to expect, let's go ahead and come on up to our feet to start. All right, we'll start with our spinal cord breathing. Go ahead and bring the feet just underneath the hips. Toes are pointing straight ahead. Think about breathing in and standing nice and tall out of the hips. Go ahead and give a little bend into the knees. And now you're going to breathe in, circle those hands around, forearms together, palms together, and then gently exhale and tuck your body down into a ball, chin to the chest. Pausing at the bottom of that exhale. And then when you're ready, nice smooth inhale. Try to breathe in through the nose if you're able. Lift the chest, divide the arms, squeeze those glutes. Pull the elbows back and down. Beautiful. And then exhale, curl back down. Make your body into that ball, chin to the chest. Pull the belly button in. Let's go about 3 more cycles. Breathe in, lift the chest, open the spine. Protect that low back by squeezing your glutes, also known as your bum. And then exhale, bring it down and in, chin to the chest. How tight can you make your body into a little ball here? Twice more. Find your rhythm here with your breath. Long breath in and then smooth breath out. Try to just gently breathe out through kind of like pursed lips. Fantastic. Final one. Breathing in, lifting the chest, open the arms. Good. And last exhale, bring it together, curl on down. Send that air out, blow out, blow out, blow out. And on the next inhale, relax the arms down and bring yourself back up to standing. Fantastic. Walk the feet just outside the hips. And now we're going to start to circle those shoulders back and down. Bring the shoulders up into the ears. You can bring the elbows into it as well. Very good. Just start to alternate which arm comes on top as you bring it up and back. Very good. And then make slightly bigger circles. So start to reach the arms long in front. Just kind of like almost like you're mimicking a little snow angel, but reaching in front of the body and then bringing it back behind. Couple more. Reach in front. Circle the arms. Open the chest. Last one. Reach. Open. And relax them down. Very good. Just get a little bounce here, just bouncing up and down, get a little bob into those shoulders, into the legs. And then from there, keeping that nice, light, soft bend in the knees, we'll start to imagine our arms like tree branches, gently swaying to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. And then start to let the elbows bend. You can speed it up just a little bit here, and the arms are going to tap against the torso. Exhale as you move, or exhale as you tap, rather. Good. From here, the front hand, right now it's the front of the torso, at the bottom near the hip. We're going to move it up above the front of the shoulder. So think about like the thumb part, that thenar portion, like the skin part of your thumb. Tap it right in front of the chest. Right in front of the shoulder. Back hand still tapping the low back as able. There you go, just hand to the shoulder. You're not quite touching the shoulder, but right in front. Good. Let's help activate the lung meridians. Not something I personally know a lot about, but it just helps move energy in our body. Learning a little bit more about it. And then now when you're ready, move the front hand back down to the front of the hips. We're going to work our way back to the start. Hands still touching the body. Just give about 3 more on each side. Nice and smooth. Just trying to glide with the movement. There you go. And then when you're ready, back to those tree branches. Arms just swing away. And then really slow. Just think about gradually coming to a stop. Fantastic. All right, from here, we're gonna start to get a little bit more movement through the shoulders as well as the hips. Take your right hand, place it on that right hip. And take your left foot and just step it back behind you about a foot or so, ideally that you can still sit back into the heel. We're gonna do our cross body reach into our side stretch. So hand here at the shoulder, and just like it sounds, we're gonna start that cross body reach. So you're gonna reach across the body, and you'll come back to the start, and look to reach just a little bit farther each time. You're welcome to pivot a bit on the back leg if you'd like. Back to the start, and then reach up and across. Breathe in as you come back to the start. Reach a little bit higher this time. So like you're trying to reach over your forehead. Excellent. Back to the start, and then see if you can start to reach over your head. Very good. A little bit less rotation, and now we'll turn it into more of a traditional side bend. So just bending to the side as you reach over top. There you go. Good. Down and up. Palm tries to reach overhead. Excellent. Let's go one more. Down and across. Fantastic. Step that back foot in between sides. Let's do a little side step, arm swing. Step to the side, close the arms and open the arms. Very nice. Rotating those palms forward, squeezing those shoulder blades back and down on that open position. And breathe. Good. Let's get a couple more, and then we'll go reach and to the side stretch on that opposite hand. Very good. When you're ready, walk those feet back in so they're just underneath the hips. This time your left hand on the left hip, and right foot's going to step back. Just a little short step behind you. Make sure the feet are hip width apart, nice and rooted, and then right hand's going to come to the right shoulder. Remember, we're going to start with that cross body reach, keeping the hand right about shoulder height. And great to just gently pivot on that back foot, reaching across, pulling it back to the start. Inhale, and then see if you can exhale as you reach. Inhale, back to the start. Exhale, reaching a little bit higher now, at the level of the forehead. Bringing it back, reaching across. Very good. Let's go about one more there, and then we'll start to move into that overhead reach. So less of a twist and more of a side bend, reaching straight across, bringing that hand down and up and across. Good. One or two more. Down. Feel that side body lengthen. Last one. Down and across. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and come back to that side step arm swing. Walk that back foot in. Go about 20 seconds here. And then we're going to make our way either to the chair, or you can sit down on the floor. I'm going to demo this round from the chair. We're going to be doing a single arm banded rows and a little bit of work with the lower body as well, some leg extensions. Fantastic. All right, find your water bottle or glass of water, grab a little drink. You're going to want to find that long band and then make your way to the chair. Actually, everyone's going to need to sit in a chair or on a bench because the leg extensions aren't going to work from sitting on the ground. All right, we're not doing any weight training today. So it's all going to be body weight and some banded work. A little bit different variation. Now that we're doing this class 3 days a week, we'll have a little bit more variety than what we normally have been used to. So when you're ready, you're going to take the band, place it around 1 foot, sit nice and tall. And you're going to recommend starting with your left hand. So take your left arm, you're going to reach it straight out in front, palm down towards the floor. And then when you're ready, you're going to just simply row that elbow straight back and in, pausing in the back. We're going to go for 45 seconds here, reaching forward, row it back and in, reach and pause. Good. And we're focused on our posture here. So how tall can you sit? Pull that chin in and think about lengthening from your sit bones, the bones that are resting on the seat of the chair, to the top of the head. Reaching out, rowing in, pausing that back position, and see that shoulder, how we set the shoulder blade back, pull the elbow in, and then reach straight out. That's 30 seconds. Let's get a few more reps. Reach and row, reach, squeeze it in, and 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Shake that side out, walk that leg in. Same thing other side. Make sure you sit up right on your sit bones, bringing that band around the foot. And then when you're ready, palm down to the right hand, elbow pulls back and in. And see how we're working through that shoulder. Shoulder rolls forward and then shoulder rolls back. Palm down as you reach forward, squeeze it back and in. Strengthen that posture. Try to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Just find a spot straight ahead to focus on and keep sitting tall. Excellent work. That's 30 seconds. We're going through 2 cycles of this here today. Reach it forward, rolling it back. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Pause in the back and rest. Shake it out, set it down. And now we're going to go to our leg extensions. So we're going to go 1 leg at a time here. Sitting nice and tall, if you can grab onto the seat of the chair, pull the belly in. We don't want to be arched through the back. And then when you're ready, start on 1 leg, maybe the left leg to start. Extend it out, pause, and bend it down. Good. Firing this quad here. It's called a leg extension. You're extending the leg up and down. Pulling the toes back towards your face. Good. Continue to sit tall through the chest. Excellent. That's 30 seconds. If you want to take a rest there, feel free. We're going to go a little bit longer if you feel able. Drive that leg straight. Relax it in. 1 or 2 more. Up, down, and rest. Good job. Feel free to give a little blood flow to that thigh. Pat the thigh. Or shake the thigh. Good. All right. Same thing, other leg. Readjust as needed. Sit nice and tall. And 2, 1. Here we go. Extend it out. Pull those toes towards the face. Bend it in and extend. Good. Fire in those quads. Even though we're not weight training today, we are doing some decent amount of isolation work, both lower body, upper body. And as I mentioned at the start, we're going to get down on the floor on this next round, this next circuit rather. Extend the leg. Good. Watch the posture. If you're starting to lose it forward, readjust. Sit tall. We're just over 30 seconds in, so feel free to rest there. Bend the knee. Extend the knee. Maybe 1 more. And pause there. Good. Give that love to that quad. Pat the leg. Move the thigh around. Get that blood flow flushing through. All right. And rest. So the last thing we're going to do before we go back to that band is some mobility for the mid-back. So we're going to do a seated version of like a cat-cow here. I'm sitting right on the edge of my chair. Feet are flat on the ground. I'm going to take my hand to the lower part of my thighs. From here, pull that chin to the chest. Bow your head down. Think about gently rounding your spine as you blow the air out. And then we're going to breathe in, lift the chest, slide the hands up the thighs. Let's go about 3 to 4 more cycles there. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding forward. And inhale, lift. Good. A few more. These movements here are great to work out any stiffness you might have in that mid-back. Sometimes we get pretty stiff sitting in the chair. Everything in life tends to pull us forward. So it's okay to move into that position as a stretch. And then we want to rock it back. Last time. Exhale, round down. And then inhale, sit tall, broad in the chest. Very good. All right, if the water's nearby, grab a drink. And then we'll go back to the band here in 20 seconds. So you're going to go back to the first arm, maybe starting on your left side. Put the band around the left foot, starting in 10. Sit up nice and tall. Remember that left hand's going to extend out, palm down. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow rows back and in. Retract that shoulder back. And then reach. Roll it back and in. Beautiful. We'll have 45 seconds to practice. Palm rotates down towards the floor and then palm rotates up. Super. Reach it out. Pull it back and in. And you can see how we're setting that shoulder blade, training it to sit back on our rib cage. It's going to help our posture so that we sit and stand upright. That's 30 seconds. And it's also just going to help our breathing. When your shoulder blade sits in a better position, you can expand better through your rib cage, have less neck pain, have better shoulder mobility. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. Sitting tall. Band around the foot. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Palm down, palm up. So you get a little tricep activation, not tricep, bicep activation here as you pull it back and in. Rotating that palm up, bending at the elbow. Inhale as you reach. Exhale on that row. Good. Check back in with that posture. As the head starting to creep forward, pull it in. Lift through the chest. Super. That's 30 seconds. Very good. It's our second of 2 rounds here. Let's get one more solid rep. Back and in, squeeze that shoulder back and rest. Fantastic. Making our way to our leg extensions. Let's go back to the first leg. You can set that band down. Sit nice and tall. Feel free to hold onto the side of the chair. And 2, 1, here we go. Extend it straight out. Pulling the toes towards your face. Belly pulled in. Very good. Fire that quad. Do that, put your hand on the thigh if you want to kind of feel those muscles starting to work. Building some strength. We're going to work the back side of the thigh a little bit later in the class. Good. I feel myself losing my posture, so I'm sure I'm not alone. Sit tall. That's 30 seconds. Bend and extend. Feel free to take a rest anytime you need. Ooh. Beautiful. Maybe one more. I know my leg's burning. And set it down. Good. Give a little moment there to shake it out. Shake the thigh. Speak kindly to your body. I know we can have so much criticism about our body. And then let's get ready for the other side. Sit tall. And 2, 1. Here we go. Extend the knee. Toes pulled toward your face. And bend the knee. Good. Extend and bend. This simple leg extensions are really great too if you're ever having any knee pain. It's a good way to kind of fire up the muscles surrounding the knee, help give some good circulation back in. Also, you know, I'm a big fan of like coming down into a squat as well, but sometimes you're not quite ready for that. And this can be a good alternative to bend the knee and extend the knee. That's 30 seconds. You can do this with a band as well, or you can put the band around the leg of the chair and then extend it out. Maybe one more. And pause. Good. Give some love to the thigh. Pat the thigh. Circulate the blood. All right. Fantastic. And now we're going to do one more piece of some mid-back mobility before we make our way onto the floor. So sit nice and tall. We're going to do our mid-back rotations. You're going to take your left hand behind the head. And now you're going to pull the belly in as you round forward, bringing that elbow towards the opposite thigh. And then sit tall. You can use your right hand on the inside of the right knee, gently here. Push in, and you're turning your body, trying to see how far you can look over that left shoulder. Let's go 3 to 4 more. Breathe in, lower that elbow down. Sit tall and gently exhale. In through the nose. As you breathe in, bow forward, and then gently out through the mouth. 1 or 2 more. Fantastic. Keeping that mid-back loose, keeping it mobile. And same thing, opposite side. Sit back tall. This time your right hand behind the head, rounding forward gently, elbow towards that opposite thigh, and then sitting tall, looking over that shoulder. Down and rotate through. In. Breathing out. Remember to turn the eyes, looking in that corner as far as you can. Couple more, bowing down. Sitting tall. Last time through. and rest. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna make our way down to the floor now. So, if it's not comfortable to get down to the floor, maybe you can lie on a bed. If you're watching the recording, you can always press pause as needed and go ahead and make your way into position. We're gonna be lying on our backs. So if it's tough for you to get down to the floor, you can use your chair to assist. And I do recommend making sure you have a pad or a soft carpeted area, and you gradually bring one knee down to the floor and then the other, and just making your way down onto your back. All right. We're going to be working some bridging of the hips, really key for our low back and keeping those glutes strong, keeping that low back comfortable. Pull the belly in and come down to your spine, one segment at a time, best you can. Relax that head back. All righty, readjust those shoulders back and down. And then from here, we're going to start with a couple of stretches first. So have your left foot bent, knee bent, foot flat on the ground or on your bed or couch, and then pull your right knee towards your chest, towards the right shoulder. Good. From here, let's give a little love to that right ankle. Roll that ankle around. We're going to go 3 to 5 times one way. And then when you're ready, go ahead and rotate the other direction. Point the foot, lift it up, rotate it around. And then same thing, other side. Place that foot down, grab the opposite leg, pull it in towards the chest, and ankle rolls here. Lift the toes, point the toes, cycle through. Very good. And reverse directions. Super. All right. From there, you're going to bring both legs in towards the chest, hugging both legs in, pull the chin in, and gently rock your body side to side. It's curling into a ball. Great time to close the eyes. Very nice. From here, we're going to get ready for our first round of bridges. We're going to go through 2 cycles of this. With the knees bent, go ahead and place the full foot back on the floor, the bed, hands at the sides. Try to center the head so the chin pulls in. And then when you're ready, just nice and gradual here, you're going to think about rocking your hips back. Try to push your low back into the surface of the floor, the bed, and then just nice and gradual here, lifting your hips off the ground, pushing through your heels. Nothing to prove here. You don't have to go up as high as possible, just enough to start to lift it up. And then when you're ready, start to lower the spine back to the floor. Nice and gradual, taking it back down, hips rest down. And that's our motion. We're going to spend about another 45 seconds here. Gradually waking those hips up, moving them up and forward. As you get those hips a little bit higher, think about pulling the chin into the chest and then making your way back down. Very good. Moving slow. We're going to go 2 rounds of this. So we can always get a little bit higher on the next round. Squeeze the bum. Try to wake up those muscles. Chin in towards the chest. And gradually relax it down. Fantastic. Once you make your way back down to the floor, go ahead and rest there. And we're going to do a couple more stretches. So take your left leg, extend it straight out. And then now we're going to go back to the right leg. Pull the knee in towards the chest. And then gently bring the knee across. So if it's your right leg that you're pulling across, you're going to pull it towards the left side of the body. Just looking to get a little stretch here through the glutes. Close those eyes and breathe. You can either hold it stationary in one position, or if you want to start to glide the knee up and down, you can think about trying to move through that hip a little bit, pull it in towards the chest, glide it down, glide it up. 1 or 2 more. And rest. Set that foot down. You can bend that other one up and in, and then you're going to extend the right leg out. So extend it out, place it down, and I've got my chair there. And then now the left knee, going to come from the left shoulder, sweeping it across the body to the right side, opening up that glute on that side. Close the eyes and breathe here. And then when you're ready, gently glide the leg up and down if you want to move it around a little bit. That hip is a ball and socket joint, so it needs to glide and slide in that hip socket. So you can just help to keep it going there. Fantastic. All right, when you're through with that, we'll set both feet back on the ground. We're going to get ready for our second round of bridges. We're going to work this for about 90 seconds this time. So no need to rush the movements. Just think about good quality movement. So whenever you're ready, I've got my hands out to the side, palms down, pushing through my upper body as well. And I'm rocking those hips back, pushing the low back into the floor, and then gradually lifting those hips off the ground, sending them up towards the ceiling or sky, and then gradually bringing it back down. I'm going to be quiet for a couple moments here. Just invite you to feel your body moving. Also wanting to think about driving those knees out and tune into your breath. Very good. See if you want to get a little bit higher each time, making sure that you're not arching into that lower spine, squeezing the bum. Coming up on a minute, we're going to take about another 40 seconds, lowering them down, raising them back up. Continue to breathe. Very good. We don't have much in life that really activates our glutes quite as well as a hip bridge, but it's really good for that low back to get the back side of the bum firing. Let's go one more time here, lifting those hips up, squeeze those glutes, and then relax it on down. Take it all the way down to the floor. And rest. Beautiful. Before we start to make our way up, let's repeat that double knee to chest one more time. So go ahead and hug one leg in and then the other, and gently rock your body side to side. This is a good one to remember when you're waking up in the mornings and you need to give a little relief to the low back. Sometimes we wake up pretty stiff in the mornings. So remembering some of these movements here where you rock yourself side to side, that single knee to chest, some bridging of the hips, and just getting into the habit of loosening up your body before you start the day. All right, when you're ready, feel free to start to make your way back up to standing. You can roll over onto your side. You have that chair around to support, or I've got my box here. The box might mimic like a table, but you just want to make sure that something's nice and sturdy. So I can come onto all fours and then make my way hands down onto my surface, inch your way up. And then you want to do the best you can to set that foot up and forward. You're trying to get that foot flat, shin vertical. And now as you drive this foot down, also use the upper body. And notice I've got my back toe turned under. So as much as you need, you can use this upper body to push yourself on up and come back to standing. All right, great work, everyone. Take as much time as you need here. Let's grab some water. And we have just one more circuit. And you're going to want to have either a chair or a countertop that you can support yourself for this next circuit. We're going to be doing some balance work, as well as, remember I said we're going to work the back side of the thighs. This is when we're going to get into working the back side of the thighs. So go ahead, come into position when you're ready. We're going to be going through 2 rounds of this. First piece we're going to practice is called our tandem stance. So you want to imagine that it's like standing on a tightrope. We're going to start with your left foot forward. So set your left foot forward and then take your right foot. Try to place the toes right behind the heels. Notice I'm going to keep a little bend in the knees throughout, but I'm going to stack my shoulders over the hips, and then as able, bring the hands out to the sides. Looking straight ahead, I'm going to turn back forward. Oops. And we're going to hold from here. Chin in, shoulders down, and breathing. Good. Normal to have a wobble here. So we're just practicing adjusting our bodies to that wobble, and be patient with yourself. I know we tend to get pretty critical when we're working. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead and step on out of that. And now with that left leg, we're going to move into our curls, flexing that hamstring. So stand nice and tall, toes pointing straight ahead. And then when you're ready, pull that heel straight up towards the glute. Extend the knee and bend the knee. Good. Watch to not let those hips kick out. So stand tall out of that support leg. Extend and bend. Very nice. Toes pointing down towards the floor. Get support through that upper body. Just looking to squeeze the back side of the thigh. Doesn't have to be intense. Be one more. Ribs down, midline strong, and rest. Alrighty, let's go ahead and circle those hips around in between sides. Nice and smooth here. Circle through the hips. Release any tension and then reverse directions, taking it back the other way. Great work. All right, now we need to balance out the other side of the body. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this time it's gonna be your right foot. Step that right foot in front, left foot directly behind, best as able, like you're on a tightrope. Keep just a little bend in those knees. If you're comfortable to do so, raise those arms out to the side. Find something straight ahead to focus on. And now pull that chin in. You want to try to keep the shoulders stacked right over the hips, head stacked over the spine. And this is, I'm not making this up here. I've got a good wobble here as well. So just adjusting. Anyone that's like, oh, I'm solid here today, you can close your eyes if you want a little extra challenge. Good. Shoulders down out of the ears. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Step on out of that tandem stance. And now we're going to make our way back. Leg curls on your right leg. Standing nice and tall. Watch that you're not arching the back. So pull the hips in. And then when you're ready, bend at the knee, pulling the heel towards the glute. Good. Extend and bend. Nice. Awesome. And this leg that's doing the support, make sure you lift up the whole time. There's that tendency to kind of kick that hip out. So you want to keep that awareness, lifting up through that midline. Bend the knee, extend the knee, up and down. Almost there. 1 or 2 more. And take the rest. Super. Just kind of rock the hips side to side. And then we're going to do our reach and rotate to really open up the front side of the body, get some more rotation. So you can use the seat of a chair. You could use a tabletop, a countertop. I'm going to use my box here to demo on. I'm going to stand about 1 or 2 behind the box, pull the midline in as I take both hands for that support. So you're kind of leaning forward, making sure that we're not arching the spine. And then start with your left hand. Reach towards your right knee. And then you're going to just take a nice big sweeping motion, reaching that hand out to the side, pivot on your right foot, and then turn and peer over that shoulder. Reaching down. Your right hand should be nice and extended, nice and straight, nice and strong. We're going to do that about 3 to 5 times, rotating, opening the body up. It's not, I don't know much about a golf swing, but it kind of reminds me of like reaching our body and moving our hips similar to a, it's probably not similar at all to a golf swing, but rotating through, reaching across, and nice big gliding motion, reaching around. Follow your hand with your gaze. Maybe 1 more. Breathe in as you reach that opposite knee. And then nice smooth exhale as you lift and pivot. Feel that opening through the front side of the hip. I actually feel it on this back side body position. Good job. Same thing other side. If you need to break from that position for a second, stand it on up, shake it on out, and then coming on back down. Wide handprint as you support those hands. Midline pulled in, and now we're going your right hand, reaching towards your left knee. Long arm position as you sweep it across, pivot through that left foot, follow the hand with the gaze. Good. Reaching across, 3 to 5 here. Good. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, pivot. Think about being as long as you can from hand to hand. So I'm pushing through that support hand, having a nice strong support. 1 or 2 more. Breathe in, reach across, and exhale, pivot. Good. Last one. And come on up. Walking up out of that. Back to standing, and then let's just kind of give a couple of rotations through the body, side to side. Almost done. We got one more round of that. Let's grab a drink, and then we'll go back to that tandem stance on your left leg. All right, when you're ready, you're gonna step that left foot forward, right foot directly behind the heel. Keep that slight bend in those knees. You stack those shoulders over the hips. Find a spot straight ahead to focus on. Watch so you're not arching. So ribs tucked down and in, chin pulled in. There's that wobble. Wobble, 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 wobble. Have some fun with it. Good, 10 seconds left. Belly pulled in, shoulders squeezing back. Long neck here, backing down on the spine. And rest. Good, stepping on out of that. You've got the leg curls on your left leg. So pull the belly back in. Good support to that upper body. And when you're ready, you're gonna bend at the knee, pulling that heel towards the glute. Extend and bend. Good. And we have a little bit of a shift to one side, but showing you from the front, what we don't wanna see is we don't wanna see that hip kicking out. So staying nice and balanced, bend the knee and extend the knee. There you go. Good. Down and up. Ooh, this left hip, my right hip, your right hip. I'm really starting to feel that burn there. Keep pulling everything up and rest. Ooh, circle those hips around. Walk the feet nice and wide and give some relief to those stabilizers, stabilizing that hip as we stand tall. Ah, beautiful. And circle in the other way. And keep those hands on the hips, or you can kind of shimmy those arms around. Just kind of free flow some movement here. Just looking to release any tension. All right, we just got that opposite side of the body to balance it out. So let's take your right foot forward. Tandem stance on this side. Toes directly behind the heel. Stack those shoulders over the hips. Pull the belly in, ribs down. Squeeze those shoulders back. Here we go. Looking straight ahead. Broad chest. I know it feels a little funny. You think it's like, this should not be all that challenging, but that's how life is sometimes, right? The things that we think should be easy sometimes give us a little bit more challenge than we anticipate. Just embrace it. Strengthen your body. And 2, 1, and rest. Stepping on out of that. And we just have leg curls on that right leg. So standing tall. And when you're ready, remember to lift up, support through the hip, bending at the knee and extending. Bend and extend. Fantastic. Straight up and down. Good. Remember to watch that hip kick. So we want to feel this hip working. It tends to want to kick out. So we're pulling up. I always like to imagine those puppet strings, like all those marionette puppets pulling us straight up towards the sky. Bend the knee, extend. Feel the back of the leg kind of fire a little bit. Down and up. Last one. And rest. Woo! And let's go a little side rock. Shimmy it side to side. Maybe you got some good tunes playing on your end. Feel free to dance side to side. All right, just the reach and rotate like we did on that last round, and then we'll be all done. I'm going to show it from the chair this time. So I'm going to stand just behind the seat of the chair, midline pulled strong, little bend in those knees, and then supporting down on the hands. Let's start with your left hand. Left hand's going to reach across to the right knee, and then long arm. Both arms are extended here. You can pivot on that back leg. Turn the gaze. Breathe in, reach across, and exhale, pivot. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, long pivot. This really opens up the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Fantastic. One more time. And rest. Feel free to come up off those hands. Give that back a break for a second. If you want to kind of support that low back, you can extend a little bit, forward bend a little bit. You know, what gives you relief? What feels good for your body? The body will talk to us if we're willing to listen. All right, and then let's finish it out. Both hands support down. When you're ready, now your right hand reaches towards the left knee, long arms pushing through that support arm as well. Turn the head, follow the hand. Breathe in, reach across, and exhale, sweep across. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, rotate. The higher your support position, so if I'm supporting on a countertop, then instead of the seat of a chair, it's going to be a little bit easier here. I could technically even lean against the wall and do this. Reach across and pivot. I lost count. Give me one more. Reach and rotate. Woo. And rest. Fantastic. Walk the feet in. Stand it on up. And let's give a little bit more loosening motions here. Arms up at the sides. Pivot the body side to side. Fantastic. All right, we're going to do our wall stretch or back of the chair stretch. If you're using the back of the chair, make sure it's like nice and stable. So you can put it against a wall. I'm going to put mine against the box here. And I'm going to stand behind the chair, walk my feet back. I could also just simply stand against the wall. It's just not a good angle here. It would look something like this. I could lean against the wall and stretch like that. So don't have to make it complicated. Pull the belly in, walk yourself away, and then you're gonna lean forward, dropping the head between the arms, breathing into your back. So wherever you feel some tension, send the air, and then ever so gently, little bend in those knees. Think about sending your heart towards the floor as you exhale. Breathe in, lifting up, and then gently exhale. Couple more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. And rest. Good job. Come on up to the top. Walk it in. If your band is convenient that you can grab it again, we're going to do a couple more stretches from the chair. And we're going to use the band. Another piece to this that I'm going to add into it, because we're going to look to stretch the hamstrings a little bit. If you have a tabletop or a step stool that you can utilize to elevate your foot a little bit, that's going to be helpful for this hamstring stretch. Also kind of get a little bit of the calf. So take your band, you're going to put it around one foot and then see if you can elevate that foot up. Very good. From there, sit up nice and tall. And you can, as you sit tall, you can use this band to just gently pull the foot back, pull the shoulders back, and then you might need to go anywhere. You might be like, oh yeah, I feel that stretch. If you don't quite feel a stretch, just ever so gently, this is all it takes for me, bow forward. And breathe. Just a reminder, whenever we're stretching in this class, we don't want it to be super intense. We're just inviting the body to lengthen, working on them different muscles. And I feel this one, sometimes I feel it, right now I feel it in the back of my calf on this side. When I first started, I felt it in the back of the knee. And let's go ahead and release there. Take the band off, bring the foot down, whichever order you need to do that with. And then same thing other side. Band around the foot, elevate it up, readjust yourself on the chair so you're sitting up nice and tall. Just a little gentle backwards tension, and I don't lock out this knee. So I keep just a very soft bend in that knee of the outstretched leg. Shoulders back, lift the chest, and pull that foot back. Very good. Sitting tall if you want, you can add just a little mini forward bow. Very nice. Breathing here, nice and smooth. And release. Good job. Take the foot down, take the band off, and you can go ahead and set that band aside. A couple more stretches and we'll call it a day. So sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do like kind of mimicking a child's position on the floor. So if you're familiar with any of the yoga postures, this will be a little bit similar to child's pose. Belly pulled in, hands on the thighs, and then you're going to slide the hands down the legs, pull that belly in towards the chest, and just lean forward. And you can keep the hands strong on those legs so that you get to control how far forward you fold. Breathing into the back side of the body. Pull that chin in towards the chest. On that next breath, start to work your hands up the legs, start to come on back to seated. Fantastic. And then last one for today. Come right to the edge of the chair, and wherever you can sit, that your feet are nice and flat so you feel really stable as you sit. And then sitting nice and tall, you're going to reach your arms up one at a time. Reach up, just give a little side stretch. Call this like our picking apples, right? We're going to reach to the one side, bringing it down, and then reach to the other side. Like a modified side stretch. Loosens up the body. Beautiful job. Good. Let's get a couple more on each side. Try to feel that shoulder blade move as you reach the arm. Reaching out, bringing it down. Reaching out, bringing it down. Fantastic. All right, anything else that you feel from there? Moving that body, moving the shoulders. You can also give some attention to the neck. We could spend a whole hour stretching our body, but we also want to strengthen our body as well. So thank you for spending some time here with me today. Fantastic to work with you, those of you that are here live. And I look forward, if you want to join our live classes, we'll be back here on Thursday. We have our live classes 3 days a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. All right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll look to see you next time.